So it's hinted that Gamora is one of the most deadliest members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. How do you balance that with making her so likable?
I think that I was aiming for audiences to have empathy.
Sure.
To sympathize with the fact that I am surrounded by morons 24/7 that I adore and I can't get rid of because they are the closest to a family that I will ever have. And I can't choose the family that I'm with.
Absolutely.
So I have to work with this. But God, they're so frustrating and annoying. So I feel like that's, in a way, I would tap in and out of that, you know, that frequency. I also think that she has a great deal of heart and she cares a lot about doing right.
Sure.
And I don't know if it's because of a guilt that she's carrying and she's unwilling to sort of forgive herself for maybe things that she did in her past. Or she just naturally is that careful of a person.
Sure. Now, speaking of family, the sisterly rivalry is boosted to a whole new level in Volume 2. Do you think that Gamora and Nebula finally have come to an understanding?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to deal with it because I'm one of 3 sisters and I'm a middle child, and so this was super sensitive for me, and I'm very grateful that James Gunn just felt that it was important to shed light on this relationship between these siblings. Also, there's a great deal of anger and pain that is happening that is causing their relationship to be so strained. And it's coming from a direction that Gamora is going to have to just deal with.
Sure.
You know? So yeah, it was painful. It was painful, but I was happy that we did it.
So what's next for Gamora, and what are we going to see her do in Infinity War? I know you probably can't answer most of that. And where would you like to see her go in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Volume 3?
You know, I don't know, because she feels to me like the one that is kind of like tapping into some kind of resolution in her life. So
yeah, that's very true.
You know, I don't know. Like, everybody else seems so immature and green and kind of lost, but like in the most found way possible. And Gamora kind of found her calling. So I don't know what James Gunn may add to her. I certainly think that she has probably a lot more layers that we need to discover about her. But what was your question again?
Well, you pretty much answered it.
In an Infinity War, is if Thanos is the enemy of the universe right now, and he's the threat, it would make sense for us to explore his evilness by what he's done to his offspring, his kids. So you know, I hope we get to explore that. Because he's very bad.
He's very menacing. Which Avenger are you most excited to share the screen with?
I was gonna say Captain America, because I love Chris Evans to death. Because my kids love Kakameka. That's what they say. They say Kakameka. And every day we have to wake up and we have to play, you know, the soundtrack of Captain America.
Oh, really?
Every freaking day. So I would love to see Captain America, and also because his abilities are super awesome.
Sure.
Like the Hulk. And yeah.
Interesting. Anything you can tell me about Avatar 2?
We haven't shot it yet.
Sure.
Anything I can tell you about Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 is that we're going to shoot it we're going to start this summer, late summer, and it's probably going to, you know, go all the way through early next year shooting, and I'm really excited about it.
Now, you've worked with 2 great directors, James Gunn and James Cameron. Can you tell me about comparing the 2 in terms of, like, are there similarities between the 2?
Like, comparing them, yes, like, for good things, for great things. They are capable of conceiving very simple stories that are all heart, and making them super creative. So they have the capacity to imagine the unimaginable, because space is something that none of us have ever seen. I mean, very few.
Right.
And yet, the fact that these filmmakers are able to paint something so beautiful and entertaining and aesthetically amusing for us, that keep us curious, and make us always want to revisit that sense of wonder, lets you know that they're special.
Awesome.
So I feel very blessed to know that I've worked with a lot of special directors and that we all have our silver lining as science fiction.